will just introduce it, and maybe it's alright if we have this to. I think this is still something good about this.
Yeah.
Although this is a bit different than this production different as well.
Yeah.
This is now working.
So, once again, hello everyone. We're live again in Katowice, Poland. A young gentleman and his friend from Ukraine who just dropped off an order for his girlfriend Victoria as a surprise. He said his name is Dimitros on Instagram or Mitro. And so he should be back in an hour to pick it up. And you can see behind Kate that she's put, well, we printed out information note for people here to see with our Twitch and YouTube channels. Hope you're all having a nice day. And sooner rather than later, Kate will start.
Like this, but this is very,
I think that's good.
These, it's gonna look
And have a look at it, the video itself.
moving it. It's just like, going to the sun.
We can go frame to frame, can we? What about that?
I'm just finding such space on this.
Yeah, I know.
I
That's.
want this space.
I think you'll
And
do
add
that based
from
on the video. Yeah, I think it's right.
I want to do some position. Yes, like this.
And also a great. Could you pass me the information, Bobo? What did you say, Lovey? Oh, so you can't. Yeah.
But this side is
Okay.
but this is what's
That's what I asked for. Oh, it's nice. It's free. Oh, so somebody sent us. Dimitri. Hi, Dimitri. Dimitri, also you're on. He's on. He's watching it. Welcome, mate. That's really nice. That's great. Hey, Kate. It's nice you can watch the drawing of his girlfriend, eh? As I said. Because then it's even more of a souvenir, you know? So I'll move the camera a little bit like that. So that's interesting, people. Dimitro, you can see he's joined the live stream from Ukraine. He's the gentleman that's ordered the portrait drawing of his girlfriend, and he's watching the live stream at the same time. That's great.
So, Dimitri, if you are there, could you please send that other photo? Jeśli jesteś tutaj, to czy mógłbyś także proszę wysłać to inne zdjęcie, które miałeś, to z makijażem, bo ono także pomoże w kompletnie z innymi zdjęciami zrobić portret. Więc jeśli słyszysz, jeśli jesteś, to proszę wyślij także te zdjęcie, które miałeś z makijażem.
So you see how it goes, people, if you ever order one yourself. Kate's asking Dimitri to send her more pictures to make the portrait even nicer. She has a few, but they're not the best. But she's got a little video as well, which helps. But she's actually asking him if he could send her some more visual information so she can make a great portrait. Yeah. So that means that people can interact with the artist virtually, even if they're not here. And then by definition, they can ask us to zoom into the portrait, and if they want to suggest any changes before it's finished, they can do. Yeah. No, not at the beginning. Yeah, but near the end, they can do. Yeah. Oh, there's 5 people watching. That's great. Welcome to everyone. If you're joining the channel, we're here in sunny Katowice, Poland. Kate's working live on a portrait. Sorry to repeat myself for the ones who've been watching for a while, but I think it's only fair to tell everyone what's going on, especially those who've just joined the channel. So there's a gentleman called, got to get the name right, Dimitro. Well, Dimitro is on the channel now, Dimitri from Ukraine. Mitro is his other name, because I think Demetrius is his name on Instagram. But anyway, he ordered a portrait of his girlfriend as a surprise. He sent Kate some photos, not the best, and a little video, which helped. And now Kate just asked him if he could send some more photos so she can do a better portrait. If anyone's got any questions, please write. Then we know it's working. And again, if anybody has the time, energy, capacity, and desire to come over to sunny Katowice and to see how we work and or also get the portrait done, they can do. And if anybody wants to order a portrait drawing to be sent to their location, they can do. Later, I'll add our internet site, and on there you have an email if anybody wants to send an email or to order a portrait drawing. From what the weather forecast said, it's going to be. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's good.
So I'm going to this. Okay.
I think the original one was better. There's too many duckies in the field. I think there's 8 people watching now, so that's nice. Hi to Hannah. Hannah. Hi, Anna. How are you, dear? Nice of you to join. So again, probably repeat myself 100 times, but who do I know who's just joined the channel? Well, if you want to know for a good artist, there's only one way to find out. Or come over here and see us draw, see us do a drawing or painting, or order one. But from what we've heard, I don't know whether you'd say we're good or bad artists, but what I can say is all the portraits that Kate does live are perfect. So, and later, as I said, I'll put our internet site and they get a chance to see. Or if you anyway Google Kate's name, Katarzyna Merez or Kate Merez on Google, it's quite easy. It's not Einstein job. There you'll get a chance to see how good or bad the artwork is. As it should. Yeah, I agree. But perfect is what counts. And also to draw, she might be very good artist and they are good if they're perfect. Yeah, that's correct, dear. That's right. Uh, and as I said, you can always Google Kate's name, Kate Merez, Meres, or Katarzyna with a Z Merez, and then you can see straight away what level her artwork is, and also fashion, because she also did fashion shows in Berlin, Milan, etc. Just Google it, and you'll see straight away. What I will do, in fact, to answer Anna's questions about good or whatever, I'll try to show an example drawing we did of Einstein, because I think most people know who Einstein is. So there's Einstein. How good do you think that is? Big fan of the gameplay. Love to watch again and bring in some friends. Cool with it. And me on Discord and Pizza. Thank you. And I'm trying to read the last message actually. Thank you. Great. Love. Can you see the name?
I'm curious when you read like that. Click on the great, lovely look one.
Yeah, great, lovely Nook one. Yeah, that's nice of you. We're ourselves on YouTube and Twitch, but if anybody wants to spread the word out for people to join, we really appreciate it. And there's another message here. So that is hidden and I can't see it. I wanted to show it. It was another one from Anna.
Can you read what I say out loud? Okay, this is very curious. Can you say, don't give up on the faith so that down. That's nice. Can you read out what I say? Well, now it's read out loud multiple times. That is because you yourself and then take those. Okay, got it. And now it's got. So these we show on the screen big. You are really up to it.
Yeah, it's good.
It's good.
Thank you, people. As I say, we're very early days in our live streaming together, and you can obviously see technically not the best at all, unlike the drawings which we always try to make perfect. But we really do appreciate the support, and it's not just words either. Anyone that helps to get the word out, anyone who actually has the time, energy, and desire to come over to sunny Katowice, have their portrait drawn, and to show it on their live stream, would be really appreciated. We rented the place from the city until the end of the season, which is actually the end of October. So that should give everyone large enough time possibility to get here if they want to. And as I said earlier, it is a possibility for somebody to order a portrait drawing and have it sent to their location. And later at the end of the live stream, I'll put the internet site and an email address for people if they want to want to contact. What I will do at the moment, as I said, it will not technically be the best, and you'll see. Okay. So what I will do in a while, if I get a chance, is I'll take the camera off this stand and I'll go out. I'll go to our portrait stand and show everybody actually what it looks like. But as I said, we haven't got a gimbal or anything like that, and so don't get ready for the shaky camera. But at least you'll get a chance to see the location. So 3, 2, 1. Here comes the shaky camera. Yeah, but now you're going to get a chance to see exactly what I'm talking about. So this is Kate. See? That's where I'm live streaming from. This is Kate. I show an example of the portraits already. There, you can see. This is what she's working on at the moment. If you have a question, dear, don't hesitate to ask it, Anna. I'm just trying to show you what Kate's doing. And I'll show you a portrait of a dog that she finished last night. So this is where we are in sunny Katowice. Can she draw Taylor Swift next? Oh, yeah, she can. As I said, thank you for the question, dear. She can draw any drawing that people command or order, and then she will send that to your location. But don't forget, Kate's a professional artist. She doesn't, as such, paint what she wants, what she desires. She paints by order, paints by commission, what other people want, what other people desire. So Anna says she loves this Taylor Swift cake. All right. So Anna, understand that, respect that, no problem at all, dear. But as I said, Kate's a professional artist. So if you would like to order a portrait of Taylor Swift, like some people order portraits of famous people, you can do that. What I'm going to try to do now is I'll try to type an email address on. Well, I'll try the internet site, and on the internet site you've got an email, and you can write to Kate like that. All right. So I'm going to try. Oh, with a shaky camera, of course. We're live on YouTube and Twitch. Yeah, now at the moment. So let's see if this works. So there you have it. Now that is the internet site for portraits. If you're serious, Anna, and you would like to order a portrait there, there's an email address, but just anyway for you and everyone else. I'll also put the, check your camera, I'll also put the email address as well. There you go. And there's an email address. So if anybody wants to send an email to us, to Kate, with who they would like to order, and then can correspond in that way. Okay. So on with the live stream, and now I'm going to put the camera back on the stand, which should make it less shaky. No. I wanted dono, but I'm not allowed donos. Well, to be honest, dear, I don't know what a dono is, but if it's as far as a donation, I wasn't talking about that. I was talking about literally somebody who wants to order a portrait drawing, which is for us a different thing. We don't ask for donations. If somebody wants to, they can do. I don't. You'd have to check the links for that. But for us, it's strictly somebody wants, like this guy called Dmitry from Ukraine, who's ordered a portrait drawing. It's a different thing. And of course, nobody has to order a portrait of themselves or a loved one. There's no pressure at all. Doing well as we are like this in the city, it's just a possibility if somebody wants. And if not, no problem. And it still actually could be nicer to come here and spend time with the artist. Learning. I want to do learning. So what you're trying to say, you want a dono. So a dono is learning, see? But I'm not allowed donos. Well, yeah, that would help. Because I'm reading it. I'm not underestimating anybody's text, but and my English is good enough. But I don't understand what I want a dono, but I'm not allowed donos. And then after that, you write learn. Well, if anybody else can help me understand what that means, please do. Fill your boots. Me, just continue drinking the end of this coffee, and soon I'll pour out them. 4 people are on the stream. Welcome to anyone who's on the stream. Kate's continuing to work on this portrait, Victoria, as a great. In a minute, I'll let you have another look at how it's going. Anyway, portrait of Victoria for her boyfriend Dmitros from Ukraine. And yeah, it's going well. Interesting to know what this donos means. So now this person, Anna, has sent a lot of emojis. Okay, would like to have a look? Because now this is getting, yeah, I know.
Maybe they mean learning.
Well, Anna, do you mean, so we're trying to understand. Do you mean learning to draw? Is that what you mean? Hey, look, there's a gentleman from Sea. Nice to meet you. Sea. Nice to meet you. Can I see the dog picture again? Of course you can, dear. No problem at all. You ask it, watch out, there's a shaky camera going to happen, Anna. But of course, I'll show you that portrait of a dog again, dear. No problem. You can see the street where we are. I'll show in the meantime the drawing that Kate's doing. She's advancing on, you can see. And then I'll show you again that portrait of the dog that you asked for. Can you see all right? Look, there you go. It's on a big board, you see. I'll show you from a distance. See, like that. And the parasol. And then there's a doggy. Now, the story about the dog, I can tell you also on it. The dog passed away. It's no longer alive. And it's the owner of the dog, as a memento, asked Kate to do the portrait. Once again, that's a portrait Kate's working on at the moment. Thank you. So Anna wrote it. So cute. Good work.
Thanks.
Thank you, Anna, dear. Appreciate it. Keep up. Just drawing dreams. Well, that's what it is. You're not stupid. The idea, as I was saying before, is for us not to draw what we dream, what we think about, is to try to draw and paint what other people dream, what other people desire. That's our aim. And it seems to be going very well. Shake your camera again. Look, back on the stand. Yeah. Oh, that's sad. He died. It's not so fun when people's pet dies because the owner could have a lot of memories with him. Well, that's true. Like when anything dies that's important to another person, but that's why they wanted a memento, so maybe to turn something positive. We anyway don't draw, paint anything negative. So violence, sickness, death, as in that is people dying, destruction. We don't draw paint anything political or religious, but a memento like this, we personally don't see it as negative. Do you see it as negative, Kate? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Life goes on anyway. Life will continue. Yeah, because most pets live a shorter time than humans. So a dog's lifespan nowadays, from what we know, can be up to 13 years old. So it's inevitable that that pet is going to pass away or die before the person does. So I think most people, when they buy a pet, yeah. So memories with, yeah, okay. I had a cat named Bubbles. blind, and a few weeks I never saw her again. Yeah, understand you, dear. Well, that's one thing I should mention is Kate or I never draw or paint cats. That's our one exception. All other animals, no problem, but not cats. It's something that, as we say in English, is not our cup of tea. That's polite, or as polite as it gets. Okay. Oh, do you want to do a portrait of a cat,
No,
Kate?
I always draw cats.
So,
Dogs, horses,
birds.
birds.
Yeah. No. I just answer you. I just actually answered you if you were listening to me. That or Kate can answer you that she doesn't draw cats. She just asked the question. Could you? Yeah. Yeah, you must. That's right. You must read it.
Can
Right.
they draw a cat? Down here, I do not draw cats. I don't draw cats. Draw cats.
I did try to explain that to you, Hannah.
Sometimes the text translated and
Yeah.
people get confused.
Yeah. It's no problem. I'm not disturbed by any of it, but I was want to just explain it to them. Dogs, yeah. Birds, yeah. Horses, yeah. She recently did a portrait of a horse for somebody. Does she know Dandy's World? It's my favorite game. I wonder if she could draw Dandy.
I don't know what that is.
No, as I say, Anna, if you want to do, if it's a serious commission, I did put earlier the link to Kate's, well, our internet site and the email where you can contact us. If you want to place an order, please contact us through the email. And if it's for Taylor Swift and or Dandy, what you would need to do is send a clear image of the character or person that you want Kate to draw, and then we would we'll communicate further through the email. That's how we do things. Basically, because she has orders, she's working on one now. You saw the dog portrait. She has other artworks to do. And so I wouldn't say there's such as a big waiting list at the moment. I'm not saying that, but she does have to time things, and she works better when she's got the right visual. Yeah, you see, there is a waiting list. You see, okay. Yeah, that's very important to say that. The priority always goes to people live at the portrait stand. I did try to say that on the live stream from the beginning. And so, because of that, if anyone wants to come over to Katowice to get a portrait done, they will automatically get priority. And if it's somebody from the live stream, so Twitch or YouTube, they will even get a even big first priority because we know that they're coming over especially for that. If they inform us before, if they want to, then they will get overriding priority to anybody else, even here in the city. But they would have to inform us about that first, so we know. We take this very seriously. Yeah. So how to put the image or like, go, okay, and the email and do it. So I think I understand your question, Anna. It's basically you send an email to the email address that I gave before, which I'll now give again. and Kate will receive that image through email, like all emails work, and then she'll draw the portrait of that person. But first, before that, send an email so we know it's serious. Kate will you'll have to send your location. Kate will have to find out the price for sending the portrait to your location, and she will give you the price for the portrait and the shipping. If you're serious, and if not, no problem, really. Because you see, we get a lot of requests and they're not always all that serious. So we have to filter them out. And in that way, that's why we give the email address, which I'll give you once again. And if anyone is seriously interested in ordering a portrait, please write there. So once again, for everyone, there's email address. And if anybody wants to order a portrait drawing and or fix a time when you want to come over and visit us and have, as I said, overriding priority for a live portrait, please contact. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Make a portrait appointment through the email, and we'll be sure to arrange it for them. I have eat dinner and go to a playground. I have to go. Bye. Bye, Anna. Have a nice day, dear. So, for those who are still on the live stream, what I'll do once again in a second or two, because the portrait certainly seems to be advancing nicely. Yeah, but it's a good stage to show people the development, isn't it? Yeah, so that's what I'll do. I'll go. I'll stand up without the gimbal again. Shake your camera again, and I'll try to show the development of the portrait. This is the portrait of Victoria, ordered by her boyfriend Dimitri, or Dmitro. Dmitro? He's from Ukraine. And once again, I'll zoom out while I walk out, and I'll show you the location. It's working here in sunny Katowice. And once again, the portrait examples and the portrait of the dog. So, going to end the live stream now. Thanks anybody that's joined, and hope to catch you on the next one. Okay?
Yes. Thank you for joining us. We are trying to stream every day, as every day we do this altered activity. Sometimes we'll manage to get the stream on at the interesting parts. Sometimes we probably miss some. We'll see, because our days here are very interesting. There are a lot of people.
And we actually don't know when we'll say we'll stream tomorrow. We might stream again today. We don't know ourselves. We go with the feeling of the moment. Okay? So nice to have met you all. Thanks especially to those who wrote. We do appreciate it. And anybody that's helping us to grow our channel, then even nicer of you.